welcome to LawSikho. We are India's leading e-learning company. We bridge the gap between practice and theory in legal education. So I have one of my colleagues, Yavnika, today. She's a lawyer and we are here to talk about a very pertinent issue, that is women's safety at workplace, which got into limelight recently after the Me Too movement took rage in our country. So Yavnika, could you brief us about the legal history of the movement and also what are the legal provisions and acts related to it?
Thank you, Niharika. I think the entire debate regarding the sexual harassment against women at the workplaces was triggered by the Me Too movement that happened last year. But its legal history goes way beyond in 1997 when Vishakha guidelines were introduced after the much talked about case of state of Rajasthan versus Vishakha. So after that, in 2013, there was a legislation that was passed by the government, which was called as Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplaces, which we generally call as the POSH Act. So the POSH Act, which is now mandatory for every workplace to inculcate in their daily work. So it deals with how you cater to the demands of the women at the workplace regarding their sexual harassment and their safety in general. So in all these past years, there has been a very big social stigma regarding you when you come out in the public regarding any of the sexual harassment which happens with you. So there's a social stigma, and there's also a stigma that if you really go against somebody who's your boss and who's a senior at a workplace, so it can actually sometimes backfire, and it could lead to you being fired rather than the person who actually did something against you. So there has been a lot of debates regarding this entire issue, and it also leads to a lot of reputational hazards for the businesses. Like you could have heard about the TVF CEO resigning because of the sexual harassment cases against him, and there was also about the Tehelka magazine which had to be shut down, and it did not work out really after the CEO was accused of being a sexual harasser. So it has a lot of reputational hazards for the organization, and I think the need of the hour right now is to actually inculcate and implement all of these laws which are related to sexual harassment at the workplaces, especially for the women, in the best way possible, so that the women are able to work at their workplaces with the safety and with the trust that their workplaces are going to be with them. True. And secondly, something which creates a level of trust for the people also, that yes, this is a kind of workplace I really want to work in.
That was rightly said, Yavnika. Thank you so much for informing. So, as you know, we work in a company called LawSikho. So, could you tell us what our company does to contribute in this movement, or let's say, prevention of sexual harassment of women in workplace? What is the role that LawSikho plays in this?
And what we at LawSikho is that we revamped our course and introduced the new chapters which were related to the newer amendments regarding the Act, and we teach you about who can be an employee, who is an employer, how can you, the entire compliance procedure of the POSH Act, and how do you form an internal complaints committee which has to be mandatorily formed by every workplace which has 10 or more people working for them. And there's also the procedure for the audit, like how do you really need to conduct an audit, which we also give the templates, like how you will have to be undertaking the entire procedure. So I think this course is like of a huge importance to people who deal with the HR of an MNC or a company or any company, because now if it's mandatory to have a internal complaints committee regarding the prevention of sexual harassment at every workplace, I think it's very important for an HR to know the ins and outs of the entire case, despite the fact that if you're not a lawyer. So I think in this way, LawSikho helps.
Okay, so Yavnika, about this course, I just wanted to ask, does it specifically emphasize on the sexual harassment just against women, because it's 2019 and every gender is equal in every sense, be it the merits or the demerits of what is in this course exactly?
So sadly, Niharika, for us, the POSH Act is specifically only for the sexual harassment against women at the workplaces. So it does not deal with the sexual harassment for against men till now, as of 2019. But yeah, of course, every act has its own merits and demerits. So I think in the long run, I think the legislators will be looking over it.
So that was it for today's video. If you want to know more about this course, you can go to our website called www.lawsikho.com, and you can also contact us on our website for any further queries. Thank you.